It's another wonderful day in the garage 99. Woohoo! We're doing some stuff today. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Garage 99. In today's video, we are doing just a couple of cheaper things. It's kind of getting toward the off season. We're gonna start preparing for next year because we didn't really do much this year. So we have some high temp caliper paint. Pretty hard to find some that is like 900 degrees. That's not this brand, so VHT was the way to go. Yes, we are doing bright yellow. I think it's gonna look so good on this car. And then we have high temp brake fluid because we already have crazy brace pads and rotors. So I figured high temp fluid would probably be the way to go. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing up in the air and start changing the fluid over, and then we'll get to addressing the calipers. Now I think even before I get into actually disassembling the brakes here to get them painted and doing the new fluid, I am going to start cleaning up underneath all of here because I am kind of getting this ready for being winterized. And I don't know, I just like to have it looking nice and clean and sitting here knowing that it's actually been detailed and gone through. So I just got in here with a rag and some detailer, and I might actually do a little bit better of a job than that, but I'm trying to clean all this stuff out. I don't know if I'm gonna keep driving this the rest of the year or not, but just in case, when I do take this all apart, I'm gonna put my street pads back on because these are just a little too aggressive if I wanna take this thing to like a car show, which they do have those in the middle of winter and stuff, or like an early spring car show or whatever. I think I'd rather take this unless I know that is gonna be modified. So I don't really know if it is or not. Until that point though, I am going to put the street pads back on because those other ones are really expensive. I don't want to put any premature wear on them, and there's plenty of life left in the other ones. So we're gonna go ahead and switch those back over when we do this. I'm gonna pull these off, I'm gonna drain the line, and then we'll get to taping. Actually, I'm gonna have these off so I don't have to tape them off. I'm just gonna paint them the way that they are. But it's pretty much gonna be that color. So kind of excited. I think it'll look really good. As you can see, that color contrasting with my car looks good as it is, so I'm excited. We'll see how it looks. While we're letting that drain, I'm gonna go ahead and use some degreaser on this front brake caliper. I'm only gonna do like half and half on the high temp fluid because I never changed. I guess I actually did change the fluid out of this, but I feel like the high temp fluid's really expensive stuff and I probably don't want to use like that much of it. So I actually do have DOT4 fluid. I'm gonna wait till next year. I know, hate me if you want. I do have some DOT fluid. We'll wait until next year to change it to the high temp fluid, but at least we have it, so there's that. We're still painting the brackets and we are cleaning everything out inside of there. We've got the fronts off, we've got the backs off. I'm still gonna clean up all the stuff back there. And this is our paint booth. Oh, we're using wires basically, and there's the front bracket, the front caliper, and the rear caliper assembly. I'm being pretty careful not to spray in anything that I shouldn't be spraying into. There's not really anything you need to tape off because it'll probably break loose or do whatever it needs to do once it adheres to it. That's our first coat. We're probably gonna do maybe 4 coats, and I don't know if I want to put anything on the outside of the brackets or not, like some sort of like little logo underneath, like a part of it or something. I don't know, but front's all cleaned up, so now I'm gonna clean the back. All right, here's the finished product. Actually pretty happy with it. So the VHT actually dries really fast. So you're able to actually like paint them, get them all, or let them dry off and install them all in one day. Obviously, I was very careful. I was wearing clean gloves while applying them so I didn't get any dirt or grit or anything on them. Anything that has to move, like all this rubber, obviously gonna come right off. Also, I'm probably gonna rake off all the paint off of the rubber stuff, like these little compressors right here that, you know, the paint's already coming off, so it'll kind of work its way off everything that needs to be worked off. I do have the street pads back on, and I'm gonna give the rotor a nice cleaning. We also cleaned up the suspension, brake lines, pretty much everything in here, the arms, the sway bars. So just kind of cleaning it out a little bit, just in case we do decide to use it. Also, I just think it needs to look nice and clean. But those are definitely gonna look a lot better. Just for the heck of it, I wanna see what it looks like with the wheel on it. Man, night and day difference. Look at that. I'm not gonna put the wheels on yet. I wanna give these wheels a really thorough cleaning while they're off the car. And then the tires as well. So I just wanted to test fit and see how it looks, but that's gonna be pretty sweet. All right, we now have all 4 corners of the brakes back on. They're all bled thanks to my wonderful wife, who did not want to do it at all. I don't blame her, but got the brakes on, got the fluid, all the lines hooked back up, everything tightened down. Beautiful lug nuts from Mishimoto on there. This thing is ready to be put back together. And I don't know if we'll drive it right now, or at least just kind of roll it back and forth, make sure it's got good brake pressure and everything. We didn't change much else. I did put the other brakes back on, so it's gonna brake just as well, if not better, because the race brakes need to be heated up for them to be properly braking. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these bad boys back on and get her back on the ground. Actually, before I do that, I do wanna see how much ground clearance I have with the wheels off of the car with this all the way up in position. I'm really curious if I can fit another car underneath here, so let's find out. All right, so this is all the way up. I'm gonna grab a tape measure and we'll see what the highest point on the car is. I doubt we can fit another car underneath there, but it doesn't hurt to know. So the lowest point is definitely there. We're only at like, not even, I would say 41 inches of clearance. It's gonna be a no. Well, I don't think we have a GT40 laying around, so it's not gonna happen though. So we'll get this car on the ground, put the wheels on it, good to go. I always find it funny when I get this thing on the ground again after it's up in the air because it looks extra low. We just got back from taking the car out for a drive. The yellow brakes definitely stop better than the rust ones, so that's good. No, I'm just kidding. We do have the sport brakes back on there. They're a little softer than the extreme race brakes that we had, but I mean, I just took a drive and my wheels are still clean. So the temperature right now is about 48, 50 degrees. This thing shoots a flame. So I'm driving the car and I can see the reflection of the flame off of cars around me. It's gotta be a good couple feet long, but it shoots flames every single time in between first and second gear. It's so freaking cool. Thank you, exhaust. Tomorrow we are going to do a huge detail day with my buddy Brian. You've seen him on the channel. You've seen his old car. He's got a new car. He's gonna bring it over. We're gonna detail that. We're gonna detail the Miata. I don't know, I'm sure we'll just do some stupid things and have way more fun than we should detailing cars. But guys, on that note, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like the video if you like the video. Comment if you want to see something different down below. But guys, this is my garage. I have a ton of fun in it. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Peace out. Keep turning those gears.